If Buffalo wins tonight, they're 8 up. If the Leafs win in reg, they're 4 back.
There you go. See, I told you yesterday.
Positive thinking.
Right back on the bandwagon, everybody.
And, Seattle, Van, Calgary, all winnable games, right? Like there is an opportunity here for some positivity before the end of the break. But if you're looking at Buffalo, Boston, and Montreal, those are the 3 teams. I believe they're all playing tonight. Obviously, Buffalo's here. Boston's playing. I think the Habs are playing Vegas tonight. So, Tampa's gone, and I think Detroit's likely gone. Of those 3, Buffalo, Montreal, Boston, which one do you think is the most vulnerable to being caught by either Florida or Toronto or Ottawa?
I would say Montreal because their goaltending isn't very good, and it hasn't been. Dobish has lots of wins, but not very good stats. Niddles, you probably know that. Montembeault has had sort of a struggle all year long, and they play fast and furious, but they still, underlying numbers are not that strong. They give up lots of chances. They don't control play. So Montreal, to me, love their offense, love their talent, their pace, their excitement. But I don't know, without goaltending can be challenging. I think Buffalo, maybe for the same reason, their goalies have been incredible in the last 25 games. So if they could play this line and Luukkonen and be anything like this, the way that they play, I think they should be good. And Boston's a wild card. I probably put them in the middle. Swayman's really good, so that gives you a little bit more confidence that they won't go into a big rut. Pasternak's been incredible. But Montreal scares me. I love the offense. I don't love the way that they keep the puck out of their net.
Yeah, I'm with you on the goaltending. Like that seems the most likely position where if it just melts on some team, you're in big trouble.
Ask the Ottawa Senators.
Yeah.
That's the Ottawa. If you look at it, Johnny, their underlying numbers. Some of them suggest top 10 in the league.
Yeah.
Like on both sides of the puck. But they're not getting saves consistently, and they're in one. And if any of those organizations, Montreal, Buffalo, Boston, you name it, Florida, all of the Toronto, if they don't get goaltending, you're not going to be able to bridge that gap. That's the way I feel.
I think all those teams, though, it's a sweat. Like Boston, last year notwithstanding, has a lot of history of winning. Like you would think that organization would be comfortable. Yes, we got 30 games, but we've been here before. Buffalo, Montreal, they made the playoffs last year. They got red hot and just got in.
We've seen Detroit be in a comfortable position right around this time.
And completely melt. So,
Gibson,
Tampa will
right?
Yes, Tampa's
John
fine.
Gibson.
Gibson, exactly, though, Johnny. Been great recently. What if he turns back into a pumpkin and, or gets hurt or something like that? I know it's a what if, but my point being is you got the Leafs who have 9 years of playoffs chasing you, Florida chasing you. It is going to be uncomfortable for those teams, to make it to the finish line.
Which makes these games so much, it's almost more important, despite there being 30, 29, whatever games left there are in the season, to give these teams that probably could use a little bit of a buffer so that when things may get tight down the stretch, they've got an 8-point gap instead of 4. And I think they're all, and even you say Boston. Boston's had a great run of success as an organization.
Yeah.
Swayman, Pastrnak, McAvoy. Who else on that team is part of that great run of success? Not many guys that still play there were part of when they were really good versus Toronto or Florida, who have the same core pieces of when they thought they were cup contenders or when they won Stanley Cup. So you're right. It seems far gone, but if you can get to within 4 at the Olympic break, then it's not at all. I mean, there's plenty of time for those teams to go a little bit of a slide, or perhaps Toronto or Florida, or go on a bit of a run. So we'll see what happens. But again, that makes this game that much more significant. This homestand has been, by any measure, disappointing. Could call it disastrous, whatever you want to call it. It's been really not good for Toronto. But if they can close it, get a big win against the divisional opponent, guy they're chasing, and then head on the road against, you mentioned, some winnable games, it feels different. But if they lose tonight, guys, and lose not playing well, then, that tension just mounts, and it's already pretty high around here.